Do you know one thing that I've noticed on my journey as it relates to health and wellness and just my physiology? There's a lot of things that I didn't know coming up. Some things I did, but a lot of things that I didn't know, and I continue to grow. I'm still a student of life. One of the main things that I learned was from nature, of which we are a part of, right? Is that animals know what they're supposed to do as it relates to living, foraging, hunting, and survival without missing a beat. They continue to do what they're supposed to do daily, and nothing ever changes. And they don't have a routine, they have what is that their natural way of doing things. Unlike human beings, you see, I think we forget sometimes, maybe a lot, that we came from nature before we ever built cities, skyscrapers, banks and schools and homes, edifices, and things of this sort. We used to live outside, but we've gotten away from our true nature. And so, as it relates to diet, mankind evolved into eating just anything. And then mankind also, when it came to mass production of food, began to make food for millions and billions of people on the planet. And because of this mass production, man began to add chemicals to the foods that are toxic to the human organism. And we don't think about this. Everything has become very convenient. People don't cook anymore traditionally on a conventional stove and oven. People buy out restaurants and DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats and things like this. And almost everybody's doing everything instantly. But let's back up for a moment and say this. If you want to lose weight, honestly, however you eat, just think about this. If you really want to lose weight, and I have people come to me all the time asking me questions, and my advice, really, we were told and trained and taught many, many years ago as children, most of us, that there's the three meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Why not eat when you're hungry and take yourself off of that mindset: breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And you will have people argue with you and tell you that you have to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That can be debated to some degree, but really, the most important thing that you need to have is the nutrition that you need every day. So you can get that in one meal. But our problem in America, especially, is the fact that we eat so much in the way of junk food that the nutrition is not there. So we're still hungry. You are still hungry. And when you're still hungry, your body's saying, I'm craving minerals and nutrients and vitamins and so forth. And you keep putting junk in me, and I'm still hungry. So it's never satisfied internally. Your body knows this because it's intelligent. It's never satisfied. And you keep eating, really trying to quench that alongside the fact that you love the taste of the things that you eat. And a lot of the things that you're eating have empty calories, no nutritional value whatsoever. And then you end up becoming bloated, you end up becoming obese, and having health issues because you've been overeating, eating too much, and eating too much of the wrong thing, eating at the wrong times of the day. So, this is my suggestion to you and my advice to you. Make sure, if you really want to lose weight, throw away your old habits and understand this. You should eat more vegetables, fresh and raw, or close to raw as possible, and fruits than you eat animal products, meat, that kind of food. And You should eat it as early on in the day as possible. Never eat late at night because digestion takes longer in terms of energy for your body to process the food. Out of any exercise that you can do, or exercise program, or any type of work you could ever encounter, digestion of food in the human body takes more energy from you than anything that you could do. So, if you eat, in other words, food late at night, you have given your body the task of breaking down or digesting your food, when at night, when you're asleep, your body's supposed to be healing and repairing itself from the day's work and chores. That's what your body's supposed to be doing when you sleep. Repairing itself and rebuilding while you're asleep. But if it's repairing and rebuilding itself while you're asleep, now you have given it the extra task of digesting food, and it won't do it properly. So you're going to end with undigested food, because your body's doing so many things at the same time, and it cannot pay attention to the digestion part because it should have been working during the early parts of that day. So now what you have, this is your dilemma. When you wake up in the morning, there's still undigested food still in your stomach, especially if you eat animal products or meat, beef, chicken, what have you. That's still in your stomach, and then on top of that, you're going to eat breakfast. And it still has to break all of that stuff down. So you end up not having your foods broken down properly, and then the minerals and the vitamins, the nutrients, can't be absorbed into your body properly. So it's going to end up passing out of your stomach into your intestinal tract, going to your large intestine, broken down improperly or not completely broken down. Then you're going to end up with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or leaky gut, because it's going to putrefy, it's going to rot in your gut. The gut is not your stomach, the gut is your intestines. So it's going to rot, and then you're going to have all these hunger issues. You're going to have all these pains, P-A-I-N-S, not pains with the G, but you're going to have all of these issues because your food has been improperly broken down and not completely broken down going through the process. So, don't eat late at night. Eat early in the day. For me, I eat basically once a day. The majority of my diet is fresh vegetables and fruit. That's the majority of my diet. And the least amount of my diet is meat. Don't eat a whole lot of meat because it takes your body longer to break down animal flesh. Use this. Write it on your thumb. So now, the other thing too is to find you approximately 3 to 4 days out of 7 days to train, to work out. Cardiovascular training, aerobic exercise, so that you can burn those calories. Try to do all of this in the earlier part of the day and not late at night again, because your body's supposed to be doing what? Healing, repairing, rebuilding from the day's work, whatever that work may be. So, when you get up in the morning, if you want to eat breakfast, let it be very light. Let it be full of fresh vegetables. And did you not know that if you cook vegetables too long, you kill all of the nutrition? And if you cook it just long enough so it's palatable to you, and you might season it a little bit, not with the regular white salt that you usually buy, the blue container. If you season it just enough, but understand this sodium is already in your vegetables in the first place by nature. But anyway, so once you cook it to a certain degree, so it's flaccid or soft or tender, if you will, then the vegetable juice has the vitamins in it. You can do that, but just don't overcook. All right. Now, think about that. If you need some more help, if you would like some more advice on this same subject as an individual, I'm right here. Just let me know. Ask me a question, and I'll get with you. Until then, take care.